Good morning, everybody. Can you hear us?
Is it working?
Are we live? Are we really here? We'd like to again thank you and welcome you for joining our Inspired Title Talk for our Thursday, January the 14th.
2nd January.
Holy cow. January 14th,
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
We,
you know how many file numbers I've messed up already?
and how many?
I've had to redo at least 7 of them.
Wow.
Because I keep opening them up under 20 and not 21.
Are you guys like me? Are you guys still writing the year of the monkey on your checks?
Yep. Well, I don't write checks, but yep.
If you were. Anyway. So again, this is Title Talk. My name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are your hosts for today, and we have
And every day.
lot of fun every day.
Yeah, you're every day.
All day,
All
every
day,
day. Oh my.
It's gonna be a fun one, guys. I'm feeling it.
Lots of coffee, lots of caffeine in us today.
Thanks, Brittany.
We are really going to get after it today. So again, we thank you guys for tuning in on our Thursday Title Talks. We really do this every week for giving to our customers, our clients, and family and friends to kind of teach you guys a little bit about the industry that we're in and help you guys in your buys, your sells, your refinances, some things to look out for, some troubles that could happen, and some of the do's and don'ts maybe within the industry. And Amy and I have been really taking more and more time and effort into kind of planning some of these things out, and we've got a lot of great stuff coming for the new year that we're both excited about. I never would have imagined the things that we would be doing that we are going to be doing.
Yeah. Doors keep opening.
It does.
Yeah.
It's just, I think we're certainly getting out there with the different opportunities and trying to grow a brand, and I think a little bit about that brand is us, right? I mean, we've been talking about, what are the people buying in the world of title?
Because nobody, who really cares about a title company?
You.
Well, me.
Yeah, because you're the one who
But
really talks about that.
But if there's somebody that, if you're buying a house, what do you usually do? You usually go to where...
You rely on the professional.
Oh, I work with these people all the time. That's and as a buyer, you're like, okay, whatever, just get my deal done.
Right. Everybody relies on the professionals. They go to their attorneys or their realtors and just go ahead and let them handle the whole process. And now we're trying to educate you guys and give you guys a little insight into some of the things that you can look for, some of the questions that you can ask, and maybe even some of the encouragement that you can give to say, hey, you know what, I want to use the folks that Inspired. Drew and Amy, I saw them, they were great.
They kept popping up in my face, and
they were everywhere.
wouldn't leave me alone.
All over the internet. There's
so
some
I'll finally just use them and shut them up.
We're gonna bug you till you do anyway, so you might as well just get out there
just
and
enjoy it.
Use this. So we are again sitting in our studios here in Palos Heights. We have a couple offices in Indiana. We're growing. We've added a new team member who is she's dynamic.
She's great. Thank you, Courtney, for introducing.
She is really great. And as much as it sucked to lose Courtney, I think we gained a good one in Brittany. And
we didn't really lose Courtney because luckily Courtney and Brittany are friends.
Yeah.
So Courtney will hang around a little more than
she's gonna be our team therapist.
She is,
no doubt, and she'll probably make all her money in our office.
I tried to hire her as our individual, just group therapist, but she wasn't on board with it.
She wasn't having it, huh? So we're going to kind of get into our day here and include you guys in that excitement and fun. We typically go right into our fun facts. And our fun facts of the day is the segment that we just like to bring to you guys some things that are fun and exciting. So why don't we get on with our fun facts for the day?
Lovely. All right, so today is National, one of my favorite days in the universe, Dress Up Your Pet Day.
I would imagine why this pet day would be great. Yep. Just leave it in there for right now. We'll take care of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, that's fine. So we are.
Sorry.
It's Pet Day.
It's National.
And it's National Interrupt Your
Very
Title Talk
things.
Day.
Yes. Anyways, so yes, it's National Dress Up Your Pet Day. Carol got me this fantastic calendar that I talk about all the time, and the picture of the pet, it's a pug in like a dragon costume.
First of all, you have to know the history behind Amy and her love for pugs. I mean, her absolute.
We had this closing with this attorney that he came into a closing at our office. It was almost last year. I want to say
It was. Yeah, it
the
was
first
exactly a
initial
year
one,
ago.
and like he came in, he saw all of my pug stuff in my office. And, he went out to his car and it came back in with like an I Love Dogs hat or like a dog dad hat. And then, we found out that he was coming in for another closing. So what did I do? I put on my little pug slippers.
Perfect.
And I walked out and he's like, you remembered.
Perfect.
Yes, I will never forget anything dealing with
You
dogs.
should show your pug slippers next week. Maybe bring your pug slippers on and show everybody.
That is something I would never, ever thought I would hear you say.
Well, you've talked about it enough. We've had this dog representation.
Maybe I'll bring my big pug.
Okay, now we have to draw a line somewhere, Amy, okay?
All right, so it is Dress Up Your Pet Day. So if you have a pet, put a little fun on them. Make sure it's safe and breathable, and you don't injure them. Ziggy got a surgery yesterday, and they brought him home with like a thunder vest. It's like a blue camo, like can't touch, can't.
I often would like to bring a thunder vest in the office for when people get a little bit kind of shook.
Right.
I wonder if it works on humans. We should do an experiment. That's fun.
We should.
It's a good fun fact.
Okay. It's also Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day.
Ooh.
I'm not a huge fan, but in case you are, I thought you might need to know that.
Ooh, a hot pastrami sandwich.
And here's a little history nerd one for you. It's Ratification Day.
Oh.
January 14th is National Ratification Day that recognizes the act that officially ended the American Revolution. The Treaty of Paris was ratified on January 14th, 1784, when Great Britain finally recognized the United States as a sovereign entity, meaning that we are our own country, no longer under their rule. So that was a pretty big thing.
That was a very big thing.
That was a pretty big thing that brought us to where we are now.
What year?
That was in 1784.
Yeah, I was 0.
Yeah, I was negative a couple hundred.
Yeah, okay, good.
I wasn't even a figment of an imagination.
Good.
But what else happened on January 14th? I'm almost done, I swear. In 1973, Elvis performed the first live concert that was transmitted by satellite around the world. And the show was Elvis Aloha from Hawaii. So in case there's any Elvis, right?
That's great. That's a good fun fact.
I know, I'm almost done, for real.
There's more?
There's more.
But wait.
There's more. 2018.
Which is 3 years ago.
Inspired Development was on Lot 8. I was looking through my phone. There's pictures of us on site watching watching the framing go up for our house on Lot 8 in Deer Creek, which was...
Brings a tear to my
I know, because the next one's coming, and
yeah.
It's really exciting that, you can scroll back in these pictures and kind of take a little walk down memory lane. And a very depressing one.
It was one of our first Indiana houses.
It was.
Right? Yeah.
I know. And Indiana's been big this year so far. We've gotten a lot more Indiana deals.
A lot of business out there.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last one in that was in 2020, I lied.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Inspired Development was 2020. In 2018, I was in Mexico on a beach watching Dave Matthews with my husband.
He wasn't your husband then.
He wasn't. He was my fiance back then.
Sinner.
But...
Sinner.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so 2020 was Inspired Development, 2018 was Mexico.
That's great.
1784 was...
Those are good fun facts.
I came with... I tried to mix it up a little bit for you guys.
I think that's what
Sinner.
I like a little sinner. I like a little of the history. Kind
I do
of
too.
Go back to some where we started.
It was
and some
cool.
of the things that we did. So, my fun facts are going to be a little bit more. I don't think they're going to be fun. They're going to be more industry terms. They are things that you guys have potentially seen and heard. Yes, that's a new pillow. Thanks, Carol. So now Amy can nap out.
During your boringness.
You have probably heard of people referring to HUD.
What's HUD?
The Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Ooh, exciting stuff, right? Created in 1965. Basically, this is a industry term that we hear, we use. It's basically United States Department, federal department is dealing with housing and affordable housing and helping people kind of, better housing. All those entities have been really formulated under the HUD aspect. Shocking, you have a question.
So we use master settlement statements for most of our closings, but there's also an option for a HUD.
Right.
So is that HUD the same as this HUD?
No.
So what is that?
That's a HUD settlement statement, which is so Currently, we're using CDs,
Correct.
right? Which are utilized for
Closing disclosures.
disclosure forms, which are utilized through TRID rules now, which now we're getting way off track.
So I'm really sorry.
That's okay. We do this all the time, but it's
I'm-
okay. You're
I'm an everyday
you're
learner.
inquisitive.
I am.
Yeah, no, I appreciate and respect inquisitive. So before the CD and before TRID rules took place, they used to do all of the closing figures onto a HUD settlement statement,
Okay.
which was absolutely the way to do it, and it was something that the government at that time was kind of overseeing. But then many things have changed, 9/11, and a lot of different industry changes had to happen, so they went to these new ones. I know you have another question brewing. But
No, it's not. No. Nope.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you.
Good.
I appreciate it.
Second industry term that you might hear, FHA. Do you know what FHA is?
Give me a clue.
Federal Housing
Authority.
Administration.
Damn it.
Close.
Dang it.
They basically do your a lot of your mortgages that are for federal agencies and such. So they have the ability to do almost 100%.
I was going to say a
lending.
higher percentage lending.
right.
Isn't it weird that I know what they do? I didn't know.
Yeah, the acronyms, the people don't always connect
Right.
what the acronyms mean to the full word. So that's kind of what I'm going to do is give some of these acronyms.
So what's a usual mortgage percentage? Like people
Well,
usually.
On a conventional, it's 80-20.
A conventional is 80-20.
80%. The borrower or the individual brings in
Right,
20%.
20%. And then, FHA, it's usually a magical 96.5 number
Right.
to 100. I don't know how that number comes around, but that's the number I usually see
Yep.
when it's.
HUDs do the federal
FHAs,
FHA
yeah.
loans are always where they're assisting people to come in with less of a down payment and allows them to
Right.
have they have more risk with those though. of
For sure.
course, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there's less money down. So then you've got you might even hear this in the investment world. You have REITs, which is REIT. I dealt with those a lot back when I was a finance guy back in my youth. Real estate investment
A million years
trust.
ago?
Yeah, millions of years ago. Horse and buggy. Real estate investment trusts. It's just a method of investing into real estate.
Okay.
And a lot of you can do this through some of your mutual fund, your 401ks. It's really an investment tool that it has certain tax advantages which are really beneficial. But each state and federal they have the different jurisdiction over these, so they are very different across the different states as to how they're handled. So that's a REIT. You've probably heard of those, REIT. And then my last and final one. Do you know what a VA stands for?
Veteran Affair, is it?
Administration.
Veteran Administration.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So this is a big one that we see a little bit more, and I think this is I ended with this one because it's great. I think they're really, really beneficial. This one really helps our veterans. I mean, they come in, the interest rates are low.
Yeah.
They're guaranteed by the federal government.
Right.
I mean, the approval rate is successfully high.
Right.
It's crazy. They can come in with little or no money down. I mean, they really just give 100% loans on a lot of these things. So the VA loans are something that we, especially in the refinance world that we're living in currently,
Yep.
and as the rates are still very strong, we see these VA loans, and as a title insurance company, I don't necessarily have a lot of difficulty insuring those, because when you look at those are ones that they're not gonna foreclose the VA loan. I mean,
Right.
The VA is gonna step in and cover those
For sure.
fees. So if the veterans get into any kind of issue or trouble. So those are the fun facts in the industry terms.
Not so fun facts.
Yeah, Amy's obviously we're a lot more amusing. So our fun facts of the day.
If you're still with us and you managed to make it through Drew's sleepy definitions, thank you so. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, it's really good stuff to know. It's not as fun, but it's
Oh,
important.
of course, it's just information. Ending this thing for you guys and letting you get back to your Thursday. We again say thank you so very much, and we really appreciate you tuning in each week to our Inspired Title and our Title Talks. As always, we're able to listen to you, give us some feedback, tell us some things you guys want to hear, some knowledge you want to learn. So
Knowledge you want to learn.
knowledge you want to learn. We're all about it.
Learn from us.
We are the title company that cares, right? We are the title company of the ages. So until next time, my name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are Inspired Title. Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you for listening. Make it a great day, and better, make it a great week. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Take care.